Hello and welcome to Taribio Speaks live series podcast. It's a podcast where we discuss contemporary issues. We tell stories of individuals, the challenges they've gone through, and how this has formed the people they are, and how they can inspire others who might be facing similar challenges. On this edition, I have the Deputy Director General, Center for Women Development, Oyeindiepreye, and we're looking at the stigmatization surrounding single motherhood. Now, these are a set of women who either through divorce or maybe they went into a relationship and had a child and they are currently raising those children on their own. But there has been so many issues surrounding single motherhood. And so I would like her to throw more light on it, being a single mother herself. So you're welcome.
Thank you, Mrs. Taribio.
How has it been raising a child alone as a single mother?
It has not been easy. We need to appreciate single mothers. There's an unseen strength in every single mother. A single mother in our society, in some places, they are seen as wayward, And I always say, they don't choose to be single mothers. Some it is maybe due to rape, maybe their husband died, and other factors. My own situation was a different one. I was lured and, false relationship that the
with
man
promises
wasn't
of marriage.
He wasn't married, sorry.
Okay.
He said he wasn't married. So, like my uncle would say then, but you sinned. And out of the sin, the pregnancy came. When I found out that I was pregnant, it was already late. I'd already called off the relationship when I found out that he was already married.
Oh, you found out he was married while you were in the relationship?
Yes.
And then you called it off.
He was saying he had already ended with the woman. So when I called it off, it's funny, but I was still menstruating, not knowing that I was pregnant. When I found out I was pregnant, I had to continue with it. And that has given me the automatic ticket to being a single mother. I have a daughter, Oyeindiepreye. She's 7. And I want to talk about the story.
Okay.
And this is to encourage all those single mothers out there.
Yes, that's the point of this podcast, is to encourage others who might be going through a similar situation.
Okay. First, what made me to come out strong? I don't know if there's a word, disloved. I saw the man as my enemy because I was still in love with him, even after everything. I remember there was a statement he made that, now you are pregnant. Let me see how you will, because I was doing well. I was doing well, not that I was a millionaire, but I was not a poor person. At least I was doing well in church. I was doing well in my business. I think I traveled to France and other places. And he said, now that you are not a single mother, let me see what you can do again. You always make mouth. You always claim. And I think that was a charge. I said, how can the man that I loved and at this situation, I think he should be helping. I now saw him as my enemy. And that was how I break through. Because I was still loving him. I was still hoping that something will work. So this is a direct message to all those, not those that lost their husband, but maybe those that in one way or the other, the man left them. Just know that man don't love you. The man does not love you. So don't even try to pad it.
Okay, in your case, at least financially you are able to take care of it.
I wasn't able. It's a long story. At a point, being a single mother, many things comes with it. If you were doing well in politics, many politicians will not want to do things with you again. The stigma. If you were doing well in business, these biological factors of even the psychology. I attempted suicide 2 times.
Twice.
There was a situation whereby a caretaker, where I had to pack out from where I was staying to a different location. An elderly woman advised me. I sold all my properties and I had to move to another location where I wasn't. I think one of my friends, she's late now, Mrs. Victoria Feboke, encouraged me all through that period. So the man just came. He said, normally I'm a happening person. I'll be playing music, to be dancing, to make myself happy that the child is the one directing me to dance. But he has knocked. He knocked for almost 40 minutes. He said, this is unlike. He climbed up. He said, no, that his spirit was disturbing him. I can't sleep that way. He came down again, not knowing that I'd already opened the sniper.
Why?
It's a mental thing.
Yes. Were you going through depression?
I was going through depression. I was going through serious depression. Like, I felt the society had neglected me.
Okay, because you became a
single mother. So anywhere I may want to talk, it's very emotional even as I'm talking now. I feel, how do I meet people? How do I talk to? It's like I'm loosed. I remember one of my uncle, we were going to Port Harcourt. In the vehicle, he just said, look at you. He just went and he doesn't know. He made it sound like a joke. But that message pierced through my head. That you that were expecting that will go to your marriage and, dance, and so you just went there and became a single mother. I never choose to be a single mother. So the financial part, I sold some things. I was having some properties. So I used it that period. I did so many things. I think there was a time I was almost, 7 months gone. Dr. Sagbe, he came to my place and he said, the MSc forms, they are out. This man did not even give me 100 naira that day. But you see the power of encouragement. He said, the MSc forms are out in NDU. Oh, yeah, go and buy. I said, Daddy, as I'm talking to you now, I can't eat. He said, you will buy it. Your plan has always been to go to the point of even having a PhD. So this single motherhood situation should not stop you, I said, Daddy, I'm not sure I can. By that period, I may have delivered the baby. How will I do this? How will I do that?
So did you proceed with your master's?
I did. So I have my master's in development studies. I bought the form.
And this is coming from someone who wanted to kill herself.
Who wanted to twice.
Two times.
2 times that if I go to some place, they will just stop talking because I have arrived. It's a long story, and
so these were friends or family members?
Family members, few friends. My friends were good. I am a very careful person. I choose my friends. But family members, because you are doing well now. So now you taking care of a child, you don't move. You look like me. I was very ugly when my neck was dark. Your leg will swell up. So there are some places I was unable to go to. Now I do chipping. I do sand supplies. I can't be carrying such, pregnancy and so to do such.
So in other words, during your pregnancy, your business came to a
halt.
All your business
I was in the house. I closed my interior.
No source of income.
No source. I closed my interior. I had an interior shop at this Sexually Plaza, Felix Odubos Plaza. I had a wine bar. I could not go because the strength, and not only the strength. I think I was ashamed. So I will say, no, let people don't see me. I'm not married. People should not see me. So, like as I was saying, the man now told me to buy the form. Do you know that even the form, it's one of my friend, Joel. He was in the economics department that paid for me 30,000 naira. I was not having the money to even pay for the MSc form. And during the classes, I remember there was a day Professor Ibaba told me to take my daughter to his office. She was crying. I'll be writing the exam.
With the baby?
Yes, with the baby. She will be sucking, attending classes and so. So, determination. Just know that you are now a mother and a father, and a sister and a brother, a neighbor and everything, a friend to yourself. If any help comes, no problem.
So how did you handle your friends that are married? The relationship when you became a single mother?
Okay. This is I made a statement that I choose my friends. I have very good friends. I'm blessed with that. But there was a scenario where one of my friends came and told me that they were talking about me in government house. I was close to the former governor, Oyeindiepreye Is, and so they're doing the Dixon government in Bayelsa State. They were talking about me in government house. And somebody just said, if you are close to that faith, please, we will not come close to you. Because there were so many things that the allegations, the accusations, I was the one that held the man in bottle. I go to a native doctor. Many things came, when somebody wants to create, how do they put it, a premise she's a bad person or whatever. This is a man that was doing darkness cover. He's a politician that does his own jazz and so aside me. But when the relationship could not continue, he said, can't you be a second wife? I was 2 weeks pregnant. This man went and paid a dowry of another girl. And that's a story for another day. Many persons never understood. He went to a place where they told him that until he pays a dowry of a woman, the former woman will still be in the spiritual realm, also be recognized as a wife. I think I should have made all this statement before going into my own story as a single mother, because those things now led to the revelation where I said, I can't continue again. You never told me you were married. So which one be the former woman will now be representing in the spiritual as your, by fire by force? You met my friend Selekumo Okuta. They will write list of things, how to introduction, and then SSC. And I called my aunt in Lagos. I tell you, they did a meeting that faith cannot marry that kind in a hurry. Later he told me that me too, I'm a winch, that I'm the one that does not want to marry, not knowing that I was already pregnant. I said, why didn't you tell me that you were married? So my own situation that made me a single mother is a very long story. I'm even writing a book. That's why I started.
You're writing a book?
Yes, Unseen Strength.
Okay.
I'm writing a book. I think I sent him a message. I'm writing a book, and I'm very, I was the one that sent you a message that I want to say the thing has gone, it has eaten me deep. Why I'm saying this, many women in our society will say, don't say it. The media does not forget. Don't say it. But many persons look at, I was not there, but in government, as somebody was saying that I was doing jazz. I put the man in a bottle. I was my church youth treasurer, Royal House of Grace, me and Ziliagri, me and my bishop, and so, yes, I sing. No,
you sing.
I sing.
Actually, you
that
sing.
Is the truth.
You sing.
I sing. But I was not to that point a sinner that I will go and put somebody in a bottle. So those things broke the relationship.
So how did the church handle?
My church, they even did, my bishop was one that dedicated my daughter.
You went to the church?
But I on my own,
went to the church.
Stopped participating in the office in that capacity, because you are to be seen as a model,
Yes.
But because there was no stigma from my church directly. I don't know, there are some things that they can't do to my face.
You withdrew because you were supposed to be a role model in church.
Yes.
And to all intent and purpose, you did not uphold the office you were occupying.
Yes, exactly.
So you had to withdraw from the office.
Yes.
I commend you for that, because it takes a strength of character to admit that, yes, you are supposed to be a role model in the church, but because you fornicated, according to how we say it in Christendom, you fornicated, and so you had to withdraw from those offices you occupied for that period till you gave birth.
Yes.
You are back in church now.
Yes, I'm back, but I was not around. I was in Abuja. So now that I'm in Bayelsa, I'm fully. I can't leave my church because of that yet. Okay. And my church did not
condemn you.
No, they did not. Okay. But they talked to me privately.
Yes.
Yes, they talked to me privately. How am I going to forge ahead? What is
that means the church spent time counseling you?
Yeah, my Bishop Peter Lemo.
Counseled you, even though you had made a mistake.
Yes.
They embraced you, counseled you to ensure you did not fall out of the church.
Yes.
So you had support in that period.
I had support from my church, but when you have this low self-esteem, it goes a long way. You feel that you don't have a family. So my church directly, they did not stigmatize me, but on my own, I feel
you stigmatized
myself. Myself.
Okay.
I did it myself. But my family, it was majority of them. They openly, it was an open thing. This was not what we were expecting. You were traveling, you were driving motor. Now they will feel that you want to give them a burden. So they will first of all give you an attack, so that you not come and ask them for anything. So single motherhood, like I said, I'm writing a book on Unseen Strength. We should not stigmatize single mothers. Like, if I see my situation, what if, assuming I was not strong enough. Now, after everything, I got my master's, focusing on my PhD now. Now, Deputy Director, General Center for Women Development. I'm also...
And you do several things.
Yes. I even did Biafra Women for Good Governance. All those times I was doing all those Biafra Women for Good Governance, I battled depression for a very long time. It made me, I saw alcohol as my best friend. Alcohol became my friend because I was not trusting anybody. Many persons were like a suspect. If I tell you, you may go and tell another person. So I solitude, I just stay. And so then if assuming I was not able to come out strong, loving my own self, I loved my own self that I said, what? How can I reduce myself to this point that a man will make me to have the thought of committing suicide? So they should love themselves. Then see the man as an enemy. No. If you want to grow,
I don't think I subscribe to seeing the man as an enemy.
Not those that lost their husband or if you want to get out of that, because it's like sex it has a spiritual connection. You will still be having that soft spot and be thinking that it may work. Not enemy per se, like if people
so you have to detach
yourself mentally.
Okay, but don't use enmity. Okay. You have to detach yourself from such situation. Okay. It doesn't have to necessarily be
my own situation. I saw the man as my enemy because he doesn't like my good. Because if someone likes your good, they won't see you to that point and make a statement that, let me see how you come out of it. Only your enemy can say that.
Basically, what we're saying is, if you are already a single mother, do not join society to condemn yourself.
Thank you.
Retrace your step. Raise the children in an ethical, value-driven way to ensure that you give them all the necessary support and value.
And take responsibility.
Take responsibility.
Because when you were doing everything, the child wasn't there. I've seen situations where the parents will tell the child, if no be say I born you, I for don't become like this. If no be say I born you, I would have done this, I would have done that. No. The child did not say, I want to come to this world. You
never shift the blame and the responsibility to the innocent child.
Yeah, so many things to say. Maybe if I have the opportunity again, but I'm really glad that I was able to come here.
Thank you so much.
Open my own heart, because it has been eating me up.
It's not easy to open up and be vulnerable in front of people. So I really commend you for being open and vulnerable.
Thank you.
And I believe that there are those who will listen and watch and learn that all hope is not lost, that they can retrace their steps and things can be done to remedy whatever situation they find themselves in.
And thank you. This is not an avenue to encourage persons to go into single mother.
No, it is not.
It is because some persons will listen to this and say, okay, if faith can come out of it, me too, I can be a single mother. And it is not to encourage to be a single, because it is not an easy thing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We must still uphold the traditional family values of father and mother in a matrimonial home raising their children. Yes. So thank you very much for coming here for the podcast. Yes. It's not easy to be vulnerable in front of people, to bear yourself out and tell your story. But we believe that by telling your story, someone out there who is facing a similar situation, who thinks all hope is lost, will draw encouragement from this and push on.
Yes.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being a part and watching Taribio Speaks, the live series podcast. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell so that whenever a new edition or episode drops, you'll get it firsthand. Until then, thank you so much for being with us. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Let's talk to ourselves. Okay.
So thank you very much.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
It's
No, but you really tried.
Thank you. I was emotional at a point.
Very emotional.
I wanted to cry.
Very emotional. You know, if they say you see that my brother now, I stick you for carrying for sure.
It is. Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope to be here again.
Yes, you will.
Thank you.
You will.
Yeah.